Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio, your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, where we proudly provide world-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and our show today is Creating a World of Possibilities. It is a historical day, as we just had President Donald Trump sworn into office, and he spoke about the fact that all the things that had happened to him and about never giving up, that the impossible can be possible. And that's what this show is about, people sharing their stories, their dreams to inspire other people to push forward to the next level. And so many times we're so close to achieving something, and yet we get distracted or we feel overwhelmed. We feel like we're not going to make it and we give up. So here's to all of you out there who have a dream, who are working towards something. We would love to hear your story. Today, we're going to hear from one of our very own team members here at USA Global TV and Radio. She is an elevated listener and also the host of her own show that is going to be launching here on this platform, Brunch with Brooke. The Brunch with Brooke show is on other platforms as well, so we're super thrilled and excited that Brooke is going to be joining us. Brooke has a very long and stellar history as a journalist. She is a media magnet. She interviews celebrities all the time, and she is an expert when it comes to entertainment news. She has her own platform, which is Brooke TV. Let's welcome Brooke to the show. Welcome, Brooke. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much, Dr. Jacalyn, for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Where are you joining us from today, Brooke?
Right, I'm actually joining you guys from London. I know it's been a really exciting day for you guys, actually, and it's been absolutely, jam-packed with, the presidential inauguration. But yeah, over here it's been a little bit quiet, but there's been loads happening in entertainment news, and that's what we're going to get stuck into today.
Fantastic. Well, one comment I just wanted to make, just from what I've been reading, is there were a number of A-list celebrities who were not fans of Trump before, and they've managed to come over and be more supportive. And I'm really hoping that it can be humans coming together, doing the best thing for humanity, as opposed to whatever party line people are used to being on. So let's get into some news. But before we do that, tell people a little bit, Brooke, about your background and your history, why this is so important to this Brunch with Brooke show.
Right. Okay. So a little bit about me. Thank you, first of all, so much for having me on the show. It's something I've been following for a long time. So to be here with you guys is absolutely amazing. So my name is Brooke. I am the host of the dynamic and fun-packed The Brunch with Brooke Show. Now, The Brunch with Brooke Show, it gives you your weekly fix of film. Yeah, your weekly fix of film, showbiz, entertainment, music, lifestyle, and culture news. You can almost see me as the cultural commentator. So we talk all things trending, all the things that you want to know, you will find it on this show. So a little bit more about me. I have a background in journalism. So I am an entertainment journalist and a broadcaster, which just means I get to do all the fun stuff and write about your fave celebs, the hottest documentaries you're watching, what to go and watch on Netflix. When it comes to film, movies, I'm your girl. So I am your go-to girl for all things entertainment. On the Brunch with Brooke Show, we have a great time. It's called Brunch with Brooke for a reason, because we really do eat on the show. So we have lots of chatter, lots of fun about what's going on in different topics. We eat, and I just give you, just the latest breaking exclusives and scoops across the board in entertainment and showbiz. I've been lucky enough to be a showbiz presenter here in London for national publications, including the Daily Mirror, the Sun newspaper, Times Radio. So I am a journalist and a broadcaster. I've been a radio presenter at local radio stations over here in London. And I've also worked in TV as well, again, as the host of the fun, dynamic Brunch with Brooke Show. So we have, just your latest news bulletins, all the entertainment scoops, the backstage goss, and live performances and icebreakers as well. So do join us when you can. And that's a little bit about me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I love your energy, and I love the fact that you are bringing a platform to your program and platform to us and expanding the reach, because that's what we're all about, giving people a voice. And who doesn't love entertainment news, right? It's so much fun to hear about what's really going on. So why don't you take us on a little journey of what's the hot thing going on in entertainment?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first of all, what's really great is that in all of these news, we have a UK-US link. So let's get started. First of all, it's films. Okay, so we've got the wonderful actress Jamie Lee, who credits Meryl Streep has been one of her inspirations to continue being an actor, even in times where she was struggling to go on. So as you know, Meryl Streep is the beloved, absolute beloved, British actress. And, she just takes time. She talks in an interview, she sits down and has a chat, and she credits Meryl Streep as her inspiration. And many people don't think that, a lot of times for these actors, we forget that they're humans as well, and they too have struggles, maybe from one film to another. But she says she takes time to lift Meryl, to shine a light on Meryl Streep and say that she kept her going in her wanting and her ambition to continue as an actress. So I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, I like both of them. I really do. And I think if we bring this picture back up, I feel like, they don't look alike, but there's something about their face I can't figure out. Do you see anything in common?
Yeah, do you know what? I don't know if it's the eyes or a similar smile, but I think they're just both beautiful women that have just till now we followed them growing up, depending on how old you were, me less than most others. But, I grew up watching these two, they're both phenomenal actors.
Somehow you're a mute, Brooke. So, Brooke, I don't know if Brooke can hear me. Brooke, you're on mute, though. You're on mute. Do you see you're on mute? Yeah. No, you're still on mute. Still. Yeah, we're going to take Brooke off the screen for a second while Brooke is on mute. And there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we couldn't hear the last part of what you were saying.
Oh, right. I was just saying that, these two wonderful women, we followed them growing up. I, absolutely love Meryl Streep. We know her for Devil Wears Prada. The woman is a genius. She's an absolute icon when it comes to film, and to be credited and from one woman lifting up another and saying she's my idol, it's great to see. And for me, when you think of International Women's Day and just leading women, I think of Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I agree with you. She's, I would say, a chameleon in a great way, that she can do so many different roles. It's so impressive. And Yeah, I really like her. Yeah, so who else is hot? What else is going on in entertainment news?
Right, okay, this is a fun one. So for all you Janet Jackson fans out there, you will be excited to know that she has added 5 more shows to her Las Vegas residency. So she is, Janet Jackson, she is an absolute icon. When you think of things like the moonwalk, with Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, incredible to this day, she's absolutely iconic and has been the face of pop music. She is the queen of pop, and to see her back live. So all you fans out there that, absolutely adore Janet Jackson, if you are in the Las Vegas area, I'm sure you're looking forward to that. So yeah, she's added 5 more shows to her Las Vegas tour. So that's going to be real exciting. And, Janet Jackson, everyone knows her. And if you don't, you might have been living under a rock, but she is the queen of pop. She met expectations and at one point outsold Michael Jackson on his tours. And that was, that wasn't thought to be something that could ever happen. We followed, Janet Jackson's timeline from, her rise in music. So something like this is super exciting. And I'm excited to see what happens, what are the highlights, but for the you Janet Jackson fans, that's what you can look forward to.
And I haven't seen Janet Jackson in concert, but she puts on quite a show, I understand. She does a lot of dancing.
Oh, she's right. She's a triple threat to be exact. So she dances, she sings, she acts. Janet Jackson. She had a world tour. She went quiet after a while. There was an unfortunate scandal. The last time we saw her was, early 2000s and 2010, after they had the Super Bowl scandal. We all know about that. Maybe less talk and that might be better, but there was a mishap that happened on stage. She was performing. She agreed to perform alongside Justin Timberlake, who was very excited to perform with her, but unfortunately, he pulled open one of her just her uniform, and it revealed parts of her body, and she was embarrassed, and since then it affected her career. So she had to, just as the dust settled, it pulled a lot of contracts back, and for something that she wasn't responsible for. But nevertheless, she continues like a phoenix. She continues to rise, and she is back in action. So you can see her. If you were a fan that already got your tickets, that's something I'm sure you're excited and queuing up for.
Let's start dancing now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas in a number of years. I actually did a 5K run for the Crohn's Colitis Foundation. I don't remember what year it was. I want to say 2018 or 19, but I'm sure it's changed even more since then. Have you been there?
I haven't. No, it's one thing on my bucket list. I've had a friend actually. I have a London friend that I grew up with. She went to Las Vegas first time about 6 years ago. And for the next 3 consecutive years, she went on to go back to Las Vegas for a summer holiday. And I said, Mel, I will say her name. I said, Mel, honestly, once you've done it the first time, haven't you done it all? And she was like, she absolutely loved it. So clearly that needs to remain on my bucket list. So hopefully I'll be there soon.
Fantastic. Well, let's keep the good news coming. What else is on the plate?
Absolutely. All right. So we go to, she's a global sweetheart. She's not just America's or just, it's the Bayesian queen. So I will say her accolades. She is a business mogul, first known as, the R&B princess. It is none other than Rihanna. Rihanna, she is a star as a singer. That's how we know her. She came up with many R&B and pop classics. Rihanna, that's what she's known for. She then moved into fashion. And what is great, she's another person I would actually recognise on International Women's Day as somebody breaking the boundaries for equality for women. Why? And also just generally, she's a humanitarian. She's worked in, done a lot of charity work to open schools for children. And she was actually recognised by Harvard University for her humanitarian work. But, so she's not just a superstar. She's become a global sweetheart, not just an R&B and a pop princess. She has gone on to create Fenty Beauty. Why was this important? Because it opened the doors. Off the back of her Fenty Beauty, it makes makeup. So things like foundation, when you go into, Boots or your super drugstore and you can never find your shade, she realized the same problem and created 50 shades of skin colors. So every color could be found in your local super drugstore. And that was major because before then it wasn't done. You had your box standard 4 different colors, and if you didn't fit into it, you might have gone to a party looking a bit ghostly because you never had the right makeup. But Rihanna, she's absolutely amazing. And what we're talking about now, Rihanna is back after joining up with her equally R&B superstar partner Rocky. The two became absolute, talked about celebrity couple across. He's known, for great rap songs and also fashion. So she's taken over the fashion industry, the makeup industry. As we know, she's also got Savage Fenty. So she also moved into lingerie industry as well. This woman, there's nothing she can't do. She does it all. And now for all you fans that, love a bit of Rihanna, she's back doing what you've been asking her to do, which is bring back an album. So Rihanna, a new album is coming. Yeah.
I absolutely love it. You know what I think is interesting? A number of A-list celebrities, performers, they branch off into having their own products. And I always think that's really fascinating because they don't have experience in those areas per se, but they're gifted and they have a team of people who can advise them. And so then they're able to go from just being a creative to being a business person and even a business mogul.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's a great thing to do. And it's a big trend. If we think about Kylie Jenner, she did the same thing. Once you have a platform, a lot of these celebrities realize that their name itself is quite lucrative. They can tap into and take over other industries. When Kylie Jenner released her makeup brand, it was sold out within minutes. And it goes to the testimony of having a great brand and great business heads. And if you don't know anything about business, as long as you collaborate with the top beauty industries, it can all happen. So a lot of them tend to go through these routes where they start off as a singer, or even those that just started reality stars. They understand the power of their following, and they translate that to money. They monetize their platforms.
Absolutely. And the rich get richer.
The rich get rich. All right.
Fantastic. I know you've got at least 1 or 2 more people you want to share updates with us about.
I do. Right. So that's Rihanna. And so that's what she's doing. Also, actually, I would love to talk about Aaliyah. Now, for some may know her, some may not, but she's an absolute R&B princess. Now, Aaliyah was, she grew up in the 90s, and for a lot of people, she was legendary, breaking boundaries in R&B. She, till this day, after Destiny's Child, who we know Beyonce for, she was coming up around those times as well. Now, Aaliyah sadly died before the 2000s, actually, and which was quite sad. But however, her music lives on. And what's beautiful is that many people are still very dedicated. Me, myself, I continue to play her albums and her tracks to this day. And one thing you will know her for, even if you don't remember her songs, was she moved into acting, and she was in Romeo Must Die. So she did team up with some fantastic Hollywood actors, and she was in the film Romeo Must Die. She created her own song to be the soundtrack of that film. The woman is an icon when it comes to breaking boundaries again as a woman, and just the music, you know, she's up there. And now she has her own dolls. So loads of people actually from, you know, the 80s, the 80s, the 90s, and right up till now will be excited to hear they can grab their own Aaliyah doll.
Get your Aaliyah doll now while it lasts.
Absolutely.
Are you a doll collector? Did you have Barbies or any other kind of dolls?
Oh my God, I had Barbie. Do you know what? I think most girls had Barbie. And growing up, I was actually more of a tomboy. I was more sporty because I was an athlete and I was training 4 days a week. So I was never in a skirt, always in the dungarees, ready to get up, ready to get dirty and, you know, play games and all the rest of it. But I had time for dolls. I had time for Barbie. I had time for Cindy. So, yeah, hair probably got combed a bit too much. They might have been gone balding at one point, but I did have one.
Somebody said something in an exercise class the other day I thought was interesting. They were giving an analogy. They wanted you to stand up on your toes so your heel was up. And they said, think about Barbie. Barbie's heel is never on the ground. The Barbie doll always has her foot like this, right?
But honestly, the funniest thing about that is I don't recommend doing that in real life. That's how you end up. If you've got heels as tall as that, where it's almost vertical, it's a health problem. You know, you could do your ankle in, so I don't recommend it.
Absolutely. That's why I was always a big fan when Prada came out with, I think I had a pair of shoes, they were 7 inches, but they had a wedge. So, you know, in the front, they had a wedge. So that made it a lot easier to walk. But
Absolutely.
I have to say, I did trip over the sidewalk. And after that, I sold the shoes on eBay. So
I think you did the right thing. Do you know what? You know, just to let you know, it is true. It can be dangerous. If you're not getting wedgies, you know, and you're not a pro, I don't recommend it. Why? Growing up, you know, obviously you had the phase when you went out on the town with your friends, you know, you're of age, you've got your ID, you're out with the girls. And I had a friend, I wasn't there that particular night, but she was a pro. When it came to high heels, she created the things. But unfortunately, one night, I think she was walking, doing her strapped all night, and she did buckle. And unfortunately, till now, she had to have a metal pole to correct her broken ankle. So please do be careful, know what you can do, and stay in your lane.
Yes, take it from me. I can tell you that's the truth. So I'm a fan of Audrey Hepburn. I think you have some news maybe about something around her.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. Right. So the wonderful Audrey Hepburn. Who doesn't love a bit of Audrey Hepburn? I have watched Breakfast at Tiffany's so many times. She is an absolute legend for her acting. You know, her acting and her legacy is timeless. She was regal in her fashion sense, and she was an amazing actor. And now she's being compared to, right, so at the moment, Ariana Grande, who we know as a wonderful singer, and also recently just starred in the absolutely amazing film Wicked, which if you don't know, Wicked just follows the story of Oz. So it's the story of the Wicked of Oz turned on its head, and you look at the story and it follows the story of the witch's story. So you look at things from her perspective. You know, we all label her as the Wicked Witch, but actually there was things that happened that made her become that way. So Ariana Grande, you know, she starred in the West End theatre cinema show of Wicked. Now, what's happening at the moment is she was in a recent interview and she was likened to Audrey Hepburn. Now, if you look at this picture, you might be able to see why. You know, she's got the lovely chiseled cheekbones like Audrey Hepburn as well. She's got the soft eyes. There is a lot of similarities in their features. She's also worn her hair in this classic pin-up style as well. And she's had a wardrobe wear to match as well. And I just think it's great. Anyone that's likened to Audrey Hepburn, that's a good day, you know? So
yeah. Absolutely, she's such a lady. She was Audrey Hepburn was in that movie with Dr. Dolittle. What was it called? I could talk to the animals or something, but it's how she became a lady and then learned how to speak properly.
That's really, I know, right? And do you know what? It's a great film. And sometimes there's something about the classics, you know, film and movies from that time. There's some days you just want to just curl up, you know, with a good hot cup of cocoa or soup or dinner, you know, and just watch some of the classics, you know. And you know what? They really are timeless. So Audrey Hepburn, I think she will live on in people's hearts as like one of the greats. So anyone that says that, you know, Rihanna Grande might look like her, it's a great thing.
It's all right. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've got a few minutes left. I don't know if there's any more stories that you have about the entertainment world, but also I'd love for you to talk to our audience about what they can expect on the Brunch with Brooke show.
Sure, no problem. Okay, another one for you as well is SZA and Keke Palmer. Right, SZA, also pronounced SZA. She is an American superstar. She is an R&B singer. Now, SZA, she's risen in, you know, she's risen in fame steadily for her music. And actually she featured Drew Barrymore in one of her music videos. She's got brilliant tracks such as Broken Clock, For the Weekend. She's been over in London actually and caused quite a stir selling out tickets. Now SZA, she's an amazing R&B star to watch. She is obviously an American R&B star, and what's great, she has teamed up with Keke Palmer. If you don't know Keke Palmer, Keke Palmer is a young American actress. Now the singer and the actress, have teamed up with a new show that's actually out in America now. Unfortunately, you guys get all the best films first. So SZA and Keke Palmer's new film, One of Them Days, has hit TV shows. So it's actually in cinemas right now in America. So if you are a fan of either of those two, you can, grab a friend, go down to the cinemas and enjoy it. Grab your popcorn and it will be a great one to watch. So you can go ahead and enjoy that. So you've got these two, actually, I've seen the trailer and it's all giggles. So if that's your thing, do head down to the cinemas and enjoy that. So yeah, that's pretty much it really in terms of showbiz news. And right, so just to finish off, do you know, right, the Brunch with Brooke show. So next week, next time I'm with you, you can look forward to, we're going to cover actually the review for Sonic 3. So for all you cartoon, any of you Sonic 3, Sonic Hedgehog fans, I will be covering everything you need to know about the new release of Sonic 3. And it all happens on the Brunch with Brooke show. So I'm your host, Brooke, and I'm the host of the Brunch with Brooke show. So as you can see, it's a bag of fun. All we do is laugh. So I bring you your latest entertainment news. I cover entertainment, showbiz, music, film, anything to do with anything important across showbiz, entertainment, arts and culture, I'm your girl. We do you'll be able to see live performances, you know, the latest exclusive scoops in entertainment. And we just have a really good time. So, you know, I'm your number one stop shop for all things entertainment.
Woo! We're thrilled to have you here with us, Brooke. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And actually, to get if during the week, if you do want your weekly fix of entertainment showbiz news, you want to head over to Instagram at _Brooke TV. So that's _BROOKE TV. And then you'll catch me here as well, and we'll just have a great time.
We'll just have lots of fun. All right. Well, thank you for our latest entertainment news there from London with Brooke TV. We're thrilled to have you, and we'll look forward to your show later this week.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye, Doctor.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Please do connect with Brooke. As she mentioned, you can go over to her Instagram. The account will be in the show notes so that you can find it. For some reason, StreamYard is not letting me interface with Instagram right now. I don't know what that issue is, but I'm sure it'll be cleared up later. All right. If you'd like to be a guest on this or any of our other shows, please head over to our website, usaglobaltv.com/book your session. All right, we're going to sign off now with a few moments of wonderful information about how you can listen at an elevated level so that you can have better relationships, deeper connections, more authentic conversations. Let's take a look.
In a world full of noise, misunderstandings, and interruptions, master the art of listening with Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck is the listening mentor of USA Global TV and Radio and the Amazon #1 best-selling author of Mastering the Power of Elevated Listening. Elevate your listening. Elevate your life. Join a global learning experience in person or via Zoom. Reserve your spot today. usaglobaltv.com/book-your-session or drjacalyn.thinkific.com. Join Dr. Kerbeck's listening courses or hire her to unlock deeper connections and authentic conversations. Have you ever felt unheard? Like your words float into a void, leaving you invisible and disconnected? How about feeling judged? When assumptions overshadow your truth, leaving you misunderstood and defensive. And then there's that moment when someone offers solutions you never asked for, dismissing your feelings and leaving you more frustrated than before. It doesn't have to be this way. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor, understands. She's here to help you reclaim your voice, build stronger connections, and create meaningful conversations that inspire understanding and mutual respect. Through her groundbreaking books, online and in-person courses, and interactive workshops, you'll learn how to navigate life's most challenging interactions. Discover the power of elevated listening and transform how you communicate. Master setting boundaries and asking permission to protect your peace. Learn to recognize and release judgment, fostering empathy and true connection. Dr. Kerbeck also offers personalized coaching, one-on-one or group sessions designed to fit your unique needs. Whether in person or virtually on StreamYard, her guidance will empower you to thrive. You don't have to struggle alone. The path to deeper connections and better relationships start here. Visit drjacalyn.com or usaglobaltv.com. Join a global community of empowered listeners and transform your life, one meaningful conversation at a time. Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck is the listening mentor. Start your journey today.